Yo, what's up guys? My name is Blackybear and today we're going to show you all my new teams. As you might have seen, I did summon quite a few great units, basically everything I wanted. Um, because of that, I had to redo all my teams and I want to share you guys all my setups that I have been working on today, and I'll show you the runes so you can get to see what I do. Do note, this is not a guide video because the units I have you might not have, and it's just how I run my accounts. It's just like, let's say progression video 2.0, it's like one day later, but hey, you make a lot of progression when you pull the right units. So let's get into catacombs first. So this is my Colossus team, and I'm gonna show you the runes and show you the turn order. So Eve is here with Divine Descent to clear the first wave. She's on full conflict. You can pause the video if you want to take a closer look to all the stats. This is the Flame Spirit. He is there for the second wave to deal with the adds on the side and do some extra damage. He is on Sacred Fire. This skill doesn't really matter because he will never use it, but I have it on him because I use him for Hydra as well. This is the Archmage. He is on speed because I need him to move on the first wave, so his S3 is getting used and is ready again on the boss stage. Then we have Shaman. Shaman is on an HP type of build. The reason for that is that I cannot have him to do too much damage, because if he does too much damage, and he's obviously here for the Voodoo Curse, if he does too much damage, my Archmage cannot move on the second stage and the cooldown of Mana Blade won't be up. Succubus is on a speed attack hit kind of setup, so she does a bit of damage, and obviously there for the attack break and attack buff. So let's see a run. It's a very consistent, 100% safe run. As far as I've tested it, I only tested it obviously today, but I did about 20 runs with this team, and I think it's gonna stay the same because every single run was 20 seconds basically. The only runs that were slower or didn't go so well is where Ball of Lightning didn't do armor break on the middle boss, which happens, but it's still not a big deal because even without the armor break, I can do enough damage to get to the boss and don't waste their cooldowns again. So there we go. That was the run. 20 seconds, exact same. And we got a fast run on Colossus. And the beauty of this team is I can take it into Leviathan, don't even change a thing, and it works. So the same team, same concept, it works exactly the same. The only thing that is a bit different is that the second stage, the middle boss, might not almost dies, but as long as he doesn't die by my Shaman and Succubus, it's good. So Mana Blade, and then we AoE down everything. So now Archmage needs to move once before we can go. Again, armor break on the middle boss, that's kind of nice. That's the perfect setup. He hits, and one, yeah, we go. It can happen, by the way, that, for example, Eve kills the middle boss too quick. Then it takes a bit more seconds, but when that happens, it still works. So it's still good. Doesn't really matter that happens. Okay, so as you can see, the same team. Now let's go into Hydra. I have a different team there, but again, we have Eve. I'm gonna show you again, even though I did show you the runes, just quickly going over every unit. So the same kind of concept. We have Cerberus to move for armor break and grid buff and all that. So, and armor break from Hellish. Actually, when he does this skill, Power of Hell, he will still have done 2 attacks. So he won't trigger the boss. So he is on attack, guard with shield, with speed, attack and hit. So he's also sanctified with Hawkeye. Then we have a Bone King. Bone King is with this passive to do more damage, and he is on a destruction set, which is relatively good on the crit damage side at least. And yeah, got up to 260 plus 15 from my totem, so that's almost 9 times this multiplier. And then we have Master Teo. He is insane if you get to see him in action the right way. It depends on the run, because this is not the most consistent run, but it hasn't really failed me yet. Doesn't mean it cannot fail, but he is on 100% crit, a bit of crit damage, good attack. But this skill and then this skill is insane, especially this skill on attack break. It's crazy. And right now I went with Dialord for the counter buff. I'm still figuring out what I can do. I want to try and see if I can do it without Cleo, because that means I can kill the boss fast enough. Right now I tried with the counter buff, but I can imagine that I can actually do even something stronger, because I could, for example, I could take Yuki in, and maybe Yuki is actually a very interesting unit to use here. But this is one of the teams I came up with in a very short time, and it seemed to work pretty well, so I was like, okay, let's go with it. So it seems to go like planned, only that Cerberus will not really do the armor break now, but because he will have 2 hits. As you can see, now he counters, so we do all the damage back, and now we should do big hits on everyone. There we go, and now we get to see the best damage, I believe. Oh, that was 1 hit. I think there was 1 hit that you just saw. I'm gonna slow that down. 32 seconds, and the best was 31. So there's one thing I want to try. Instead of using a counter buff, using a teen, because she does the Goddess of Wisdom. I do think she's a bit too fast though, because I think what will happen, he moves, she will not move because she's too fast. So instead of that, I want to use one different tactic, and I want to use Yuki. Right now she is doing the AoE attacks, yeah. Maybe we can do, I'm not 100% sure, like what should I try to do. This is an AoE attack, so she will not. This is a nice AoE attack, which is cool. And this is, yeah, I haven't really thought about this yet, so I'm not 100% sure. We'll ignore defense, which is good, but let's just try. So this is a infinite energy type of deal, but she is not speed tuned or anything, so if this doesn't work, I'm not surprised. But I think working in Yuki might not be a bad idea, because she can take really good multi-hits. So if I just put the right skills in, she might be very interesting to do. So I just want to quickly do this as a test, see where we're at. Phantom Dance, and then everyone has full attack bar. Ferocious Bite. We have full attack bar, we move directly. And I was actually on the boss right away, but now the question is, I'm taking a lot of damage, no armor break yet. So this is, okay, armor break, there we go. Now we might do some good damage. I want to see that full 7 attacks, man. That Master Teo, man. Same speed. I think Yuki can actually make this team really good if I make him the right way. Yeah. I think he could do that. But Master Teo is the reason why this works. So since Master Teo is like the slowest unit, I also thought about doing something like Windwalker, because she buffs and she buffs, and this is the only attack that you don't want her to do. but that was an option too. But there's still some things to improve this team. So yeah, I'm very excited to keep on testing and see if we can do something better. But for now, Dialord seems a really safe option. Yuki seems the best option for now. Let's get into the Lair. So this is my Lair team, and it's actually I I wanted to do a one-shot kill team, right? I'm gonna start the team, but I was able to one-shot kill him, but I needed a lot of Holy Swordsman procs in order to do that. And I was, instead of using Dialord, I was using Eve, but I'm not there with damage. It's unreliable, so I have to do something else. So what I did instead is make this kind of team. And as you can see, it's quite far dead, right? So with an Eve extra, it would even be like more here maybe, but it's not. Sometimes they kill if we get more procs, but as you can see, they can actually survive the hit, so he dies right after. But I build it like this in order to have a chance at that one-shot kill, right? But if it doesn't proc, it's okay. So the team works as following. All the Holy Swordsman move actually normally before Athena, but I sped up Athena in order to let her go not first, but almost first. So first off, we do armor break and we get an attack and crit rate buff. Then one of my Holy Swordsmen is faster, this one. And as you can see, he has quite a bit of speed. He has some runes with a lot of speed on it, and 14 here, 22 speed here. And because of those two runes and a few there, he actually moves before Athena, and which is great because that makes the boss go to like, I don't know, 80% or something, and then you're so much closer because he doesn't jump yet. He jumps every 25%, right? So if you can get him almost to jump but not yet, then it's easy to kill him. So this is what I'm running now. There we go. As you can see, now he actually didn't get that far down, but if I got a few more procs, he would have died. So this team has the potential to one-shot him, but definitely won't do it all the time. And if I run it with Eve, I have a chance to kill it, but it's not a one-shot kill. So normally I would have done this, and then I would have run her on the power of Gaia, but I can show you the run. But oh, I actually messed up because I need to put leader skill on her. Right now it's on Bone King. But you will see, if I get enough procs, he will die, but most likely I don't get enough procs and I will die. That's basically how it goes. There we go. He actually did less damage than the last run in the first go. I didn't even get one proc. And now, like, I think most of the units die now. Yeah. So this is just not something that's gonna work. But you get the idea, right? If I get a second Bone King, so doubling up on the passive there, I think I can do this. But this is not the way to go for me right now. So I'll take the safe route with Dialord because I have that option. I think you can do it just as fine with a Druid, to be honest, if you would want to try to do really high damage in one go and survive the first hit, but you have to, because basically only one Holy Swordsman moves right now, so he's basically losing the buffs, right, from the Druid. So now he's in scorn damage, and now you're gonna do a lot of damage. So this counter will be the death of him. So it's always one jump, which is great. But if you're lucky, it's a one-time kill. Okay, to move on, the Chaotic Chimera. We don't have anything crazy going on. We just have also Dialord. Well, it is crazy, but I mean nothing crazy changed. We have Elven Queen here, and we run the Bone King instead of the 5th. So right now, and we run a Jungle Heart to extend the immunity buff of the invincibility, I mean. And that way I actually do quite a lot of damage, and he dies relatively quick. I think he has to jump twice at least, because right now it takes quite a bit of damage before I'm actually getting him to jump. So as you can see, it takes a lot of damage. There we go. Now he jumps. It might be 3 jumps actually. So this is the first one. Everything is invincible except for 1 unit always, which is not sure which one. Yeah, second jump. Now he's in Scorn range, so in the Sanctify, so I will do more damage now. So with luck, it's only 2 jumps. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So still very quick. And basically this team is the same in Lawful. I don't know if I put it in yet, because I didn't do Lawful. Yeah, we did. The only thing I have to check is which Holy Swordsman is taken, because one is fast and the other one, yeah, this one is fast. There we go. So Lawful, I think I can take the attack lead, because I should have enough grit. Not 100% sure if I have enough grit now, because they don't have advantage, but also no disadvantage. So not sure if I have to take the crit lead here or not. Didn't really test it. But this team is he jumps like 4 times, I believe, because the boss is very annoying with the healing. And he attacks, we all counter him, he jumps, but he heals back. So that's why it takes me quite some time to get this guy down. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he probably, like now after this jump, he will go below the Sanctify damage, so below Scorn damage. That will help me beat him up a lot quicker, obviously. There we go, but I think 1 more jump, so that's 3 jumps right now. Still not bad, but it can definitely be improved. And the way I see it, it's better to be improved by more bone kicks. Ah, he jumped again. That depends on the procs, right? If you get lucky, you kill him. If not, he jumps again. And this is basically the longest Chimera run I have because of it. There we go. Okay, so those were the new runs basically. I want to build an offense with Master Teo in it because he is fun. I don't think I have one stacked up right now. No, I don't. But I want to show you guys Master Teo, but I will do like a preview of this guy because, oh my god, he hits like a truck. And I can re-rune a little bit so he's a bit faster, more usable. I could put Eve runes on him, swap them out, you know, that would help. So that's something fun we can do later on. I want to thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!